In number 1, we have an expression and we're going to evaluate what's in parentheses first. So first we're going to subtract 8 minus 5. So we have 10 subtract 3, and I'll keep that 3 in parentheses. All right, so that we can see that we're now supposed to multiply 3 times 3. So now we have a multiplication and we have a subtraction. So we'll do the multiplication first. And we have 10 subtract 9, which is equal to 1. And number 2, again, let's do the operation in parentheses first. 4 subtract 7. 4 subtract 7 is negative 3. And now we're going to imagine like that we have a plus symbol right here, and we're going to multiply minus 3 times minus 3, which is plus 9. So we have 5 plus 9, and that's equal to 14. All right, and number 3, let's do the parentheses first. All right, so we have 8 subtract 3. 5 subtract 9, that's smaller minus bigger, so our answer will be negative, negative 4. Keep that in parentheses. Keep it in parentheses so we don't lose the multiplication here. So now we're going to do our multiplication, and we're going to look at this as negative 3 times negative 4, which is a plus 12. Remember, we have an imaginary plus symbol here, so we have 8 plus 12. And now we'll just add. Here we have 8 plus 12 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22. In number 4, we are squaring negative 4. This is the same thing as negative 4 times negative 4, which is positive 16. Now in number 5, only the 3 is repeated twice. In other words, this is the same as minus 3 times 3, which is equal to negative 9. In number 6, first we'll do 5 subtract 3. So we have 4 plus 2. 5 subtract 3 is 2. Cube, so parentheses first. And next we're going to do exponentiation. 2 cubed is equal to 8. And now we're going to do our multiplication. So we have 4 plus 2 times 8, that's 16. And that's equal to 20. Okay, here we're going to do our parentheses first. 2 subtract 5, that's negative 3. We're doing smaller minus bigger, so our answer is negative, negative 3. And next we're going to square negative 3, so we're going to do our exponentiation. And negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, positive 9. Okay, and next we're going to do our multiplication. So that's 7 plus 27. And that's equal to 34. Okay, and number 8, 3 minus 5, we'll do that first. 3 minus 5, smaller minus bigger, it's negative, that's negative 2. So we have 5 subtract 4, and then we have negative 2 cubed. Okay, next we'll do our exponentiation. Negative 2 cubed, negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 is equal to negative 8. And now we're going to multiply. minus 4 times minus 8 is plus 32. So we finally have 37. In number 9, let's do our parentheses first. So we have 3 times negative 4 plus 5 subtract 7 is negative 2. And now let's do our exponentiation. And minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 is negative 8. Now our multiplication. And finally, we're going to evaluate left to right. So first we do minus 12 minus 8, that's negative 20. And finally, negative 20 plus 5. Remember, we subtract sign of bigger, so 20 minus 5 is 15, and it'll be negative because 20 is the bigger one. So this evaluates to negative 15. Number 10, we have absolute value. So let's just on the side remember what that is. The absolute value of a positive number does not change the number, but the absolute value of a negative number is the number without the sign. So we always have a positive number when we take absolute value. All right, so in this example, we do what's in absolute value first, just like we do what's in parentheses first. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. And the absolute value of negative 3 is equal to positive 3. So this is equal to 5 subtract 3 times 3. Let's do our multiplication. 5 subtract 9. Smaller minus bigger, our answer will be negative. Negative 4.